Good morning and welcome to Turning Points. This morning I'm going to be talking about keep the faith, and as usual I have about 5 minutes before I have to get in the car and rush off to work. So I'm going to try to make this short and simple. I'm a little emotional right now. Today is October 3rd. My son passed on October 17th, 2014. So the last several weeks have been challenging for me. And I was reading, and one of the things that stuck out to me about the book I was reading were the words keep the faith. I'm not talking about faith as a religious concept, not at all. Faith, as I know it, is courage on fire. When my son passed, I lost my faith. I lost my hope. You know, when you bury a child, it's life changing. And I could no longer believe in things I thought were, they were solid. And then to find out, like, my whole foundation of everything I believed in, religiously at least, was shaken. I know that the Bible says that if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, and I used to have a friend years ago, and she carried around a mustard seed just to remind her. And so she showed me what a mustard seed looks like. It's just a dot. It literally is that big. It is just a little bigger than a period at the end of a sentence. That's how small it is. And what I've learned, it's been almost 4 years now. It will be 4 years to the day very soon that my son passed. And what I have learned is that it really does only take a grain of faith to move you forward, to move you to the next level, to move you to the next thing. When I say faith is courage on fire, faith woke me up the next morning when I wanted to commit suicide. That was faith. It's mustard seed faith. Just a little bit, but I woke up. Faith got me out of bed in the mornings when I didn't want to move. I wrote down that when awake I wanted to be asleep, and when asleep I wanted to be dead. But faith, not in a God, because at that point I no longer believed. Not in religion. I didn't believe. But see, and I know some people might get offended by this because I'm being honest and I'm being transparent. My son's death destroyed, it really destroyed the stuff that I believed in. But I'm telling you, the more I walked and in that faith meaning the more I moved forward, the more I didn't quit, the more I took those baby steps, the more I learned how expansive, you can call it God, you can call it universal intelligence, you can call it source. But the more I learned, it was like I emerged out of a shell again, because it's not the first time in my life that what I believe was challenged. But the more expansive my faith became. See, because I look at faith, I looked up the definition of faith. It said trust or confidence in someone or something. But I look at it as vision. Faith is vision. A visionary thinks about the future and sees it clearly, and then goes after that. Whereas a dreamers dream, and there's nothing wrong with being a dreamer, because you got to get to be a dreamer to be a visionary. So, but dreamers dream, some without direction, which means they take no action. They contemplate and they think about, but they take no action on what they want. And that's a dreamer. And it's great to be a dreamer, but if you want to be a visionary, you got to walk out some things. And in order to walk out some things, you got to hold on tenaciously to mustard seed type faith. So I didn't know how this was going to go this morning, but I'm just going to leave it at that. And maybe we'll discuss it more in my book, Broken and Spilled Out. And you'll be able to get that in December or January, I hope. In the meantime, today, faith is like the period at the end of a sentence. Hold on to tenaciously your faith. And if that means just opening your eyes, counting to 5, and standing up beside your bed in the morning, then you have achieved that. You've kept the faith. Because you believe that there's something worth getting up for, even when you don't see it. Keep the faith. Have a good day.